I am a poet, one that just happens to write in a forest. My forest is the Rainbow Forest right here in South Charlotte, North Carolina. When I enter this forest or any other collection of trees, I never know what I'm going to write about. These aren't my words. These are the lyrics from Rainbow Forest. Chapter number 374, June 25th, 2023. It's been nearly a month pruning the trees in the forest. So many cedars were sick, while a few of the other leaf makers had become homes for a large number of bugs. No wonder the woodpeckers were hanging out with us. It wasn't because they like us. The bugs in the tree, it was nature's buffet. The one thing that people tend to forget is how to properly love any tree. We want them to grow tall, to give us shade on a hot summer day, and to give us something that we can talk about in books. But those limbs keep sprouting outward, becoming weaker with each passing wind. Then they break, exposing itself to whatever nature is bringing, and it's not always a magazine cover. Because these trees have been with me for 31 years, I am very protective of their feelings, which is why we called in a professional to help us out this time, because I had grown to the point where I couldn't answer the questions that I needed. He had to love the trees as much as me, and his work couldn't be disturbed, and it can't ever get in the way of other living things. Pruning your trees. My neighbor doesn't prune the trees. He just knocks them down, which always injures me, but my spirituality in his world means absolutely nothing. My protection of this forest means absolutely nothing. He loves trees because he keeps planting new trees, but the deer come by and eat the leaves off the trees. I kind of chuckle when I see that, because it's almost like the deer's way of saying, I'm not just fortifying my tummy. What I'm doing is I'm saying, you don't respect the trees that were already here, so I won't let this one grow either, because I don't want it to be chopped down when you're tired of it. But we do that with so many things in our life. We keep them around just long enough to just cut them off. Some people call it ghosting. We quit sending things to friends. We quit having these relationships. And I'm very guilty of that. People that I spent so many years with, creating journeys, going on camping trips, doing things that were uniquely one of a kind, us. And I haven't seen them since the beginning of the COVID lockdown. Why? Because that's who we are. Locating the time to spend time with those that we had lots of love with. But we don't do it because we were knocked to the side. We had to rebuild and replenish, and to find ourselves back in that safe zone of family love, family care, and support. It's a difficult thing because we have found ourselves in a different forest. So in reality, just like my neighbor, we've come along and chopped down the tree. Can't do that. We've got to get back to loving each other. I'm Aram. These are not my words. These are the lyrics from Rainbow Forest.